Which is the first answer? Sorry, what? Okay.
जिसके बारे में हमने
Forget your Swarupa is the first anartha of the jiva. Where is me about that?
जिस सर्वोत्तर के कृष्ण ये सर्वभय कृष्ण में चला है। यह दास करने की शब्द अर्थ होता है।
The meaning of saying dasa here is servant. The meaning of das is servant. To serve the Supreme Absolute Truth, Bhajana Sundara, is the topmost thing to do for the living entity. But we forgot the service to Krishna and came to this material world. And we are suffering the three folds of Maya. So we are all suffering, burning in this three miseries of Maya. Sometimes we make some punya karma, give some donation, some charity. Sometimes we make the pap, sinful activities. So through pap and punya, sometimes we attain Svargaloka. And after enjoying Svargaloka, the happiness of Svargaloka, we come to this material world. Then we come to this material world, to this earth, and then again we start again to make pap and punya. Sometimes, because of the sinful deeds, we go to hell. And we have to suffer in the hell. And then after being in the hell, we come to the Prithvi Lok again. Then again you make pap and punya. So like this we are going. Sometimes you become someone's servant. Sometimes you become king. Sometimes you're rich. Sometimes you're poor. So like this we are going since immemorial time. But going like this, we meet this doctor of the sadhu doctor. Then we can get the mantra from him, this medicine, and then the switch of Maya will leave us. And slowly, like doing the bhajan, you'll have a realization of your spiritual transcendental form. So Acharya say that there are many stages. Sadhana Siddhi, and then Bhava Siddhi, then Swarup Siddhi, then Vastu Siddhi, and then we attain the stage of Parikar. To become eternal with Krishna in transcendental world. Under the guidance of the Nitya Parikaras, we can get this chance to serve Radha Govinda. We cannot do Swatantra Seva, independent service. If you go to transcendental world, you cannot do independent service, Swatantra service. How is your service? Anagatama Seva, always under the guidance. These Nitya Parikaras of Krishna, eternal associates of Krishna, like Nanda, Jashoda, Subal, Sridham, Shmatra, Lalita, etc. The Manjaris also. They can do some independent service to Radha Govinda, but when the jiva becomes liberated and goes to transcendental world, goes to Goloka Vrindavana, what's the service to Radha Govinda over there? Always under the guidance of these parikaras, the eternal associates. For example, someone is in Sakyarasa for Krishna, so we will serve under the guidance of Subham Shridham and also of the other sakas. If someone is Vatsalya Rasa, then the person will serve under the guidance of Nanda and Jashoda. If someone is in Madhurya Rasa, then the person will serve under the guidance of Radha, Lalita, Vishakha, and under the guidance of the gopis. Devaki is in Mathura or in Dwarka, under the guidance of Devaki. So serving the guidance of Devaki is Vatsalya but with opulence mode. Serving the guidance of Devaki, Mathura in Dwarka, Vatsalya with opulence. So the jiva is in this world condition. When the liver is in the transcendental world, when you go to transcendental world, you have to serve under the guidance. And the parikaras of Krishna that manifested from Swarupa Shakti of Krishna. They make Swatantra Seva. They make independent service. There are two kinds of service. Swatantra Seva, independent service, and Anagatama Seva, service under the guidance. Swatantra Seva is for the Nitya Parikaras, eternal associates. Anagatama Seva is under the guidance of the parikaras. It's like Anagatama Seva for those who deliver from this world. For example, if you go to Goloka Vrindavana, you'll be able to serve Srimati Radhika. But how do you do your service? Under the guidance of Lalita or under the guidance of Rupa Manjari, you will serve. Two kinds of service. Remember, don't forget. One is Nikat Gata Seva, another one Nikat Gata Seva, and another one is Nikat Gata Seva means when you do some service very close. Nikat Gata Seva means. Another one is Dur Gata Seva. So Nikat Gata Seva means a service which is very close, like you servir de perto. Another one is Dur Gata Seva, served by far. For example, you have to make one garland for Thakurji. So for making a garland, need flowers. So to pluck the flowers and collect the flowers, they will send you to do that. And then again, it's a Rupa Manjari. You have to serve, and again, it's a Rupa Manjari. Rupa Manjari will tell you, go pluck flowers and collect flowers for garlands. Then you go for that. Then you make the garland for them. Then you have to when you finish the garland, you have to give the garland on the hands of Rupa Manjari. Rupa Manjari will decorate Shmataraka with the garland you made. For example, to put in her hair, like this, ornament her hair or her top knot, coque dela, arrumar o coque dela com as flores. But sometimes also, mercifully, these Rupa Manjari and other Sakis, they also maybe give the chance to do that. It is very rare opportunity. Also, sometimes they give this chance that you also make the close service. Sometimes they give mercy, mercy will give you the chance, but it's less, it's not always. Generally, your service is by far. They do this intimate, close service. For example, make the chandan, the gopi dot with the chandan. So you make the sandalwood paste. This will be your service, to make sandalwood paste. And then you bring the sandalwood paste, also mixing camphor, aguru, and kumkum. This is called Chatusan or something like that. It's like these four very fragrant things together. So you grind grind, como é que chama em português? Fazer a pasta de sândalo, esfregar. Okay, so you make the paste, but who will decorate them? It's Rupa Manjari or Lalita Devi. They will make the gopi dots in Shmataraka's face. Many kinds of vicharas. One day I'll explain more. The servant and the guidance of Juteshwari, the group leader. Many kinds of vicharas that Dharma explains. Narottam Das Thakur also explains. Narottam Das Thakur is saying, when will my Gurudev Lokanath Das Goswami? When my Gurudev Lokanath Das Goswami? Narottam Das Thakur very humbly he's saying, when will my Gurudev Lokanath Das Goswami hold me by the hand and take me? And offer me to the feet of Rupa Manjari. And then
शुरू के पास उसमें मोरे समा है ना कि भाई में मोर नॉर्मल सकी गणे वो संस्कार नॉर्मल सकी आसक्ति आदि
all these sakis like prana saki, priya saki, prana saki, all these kinds of sakis, all these narma sakis like Lalita, etc. Under their guidance, I'll be able to serve. I'll be able to learn how to serve under their guidance. Bhaktivedanta Thakur explains even more in the Kirtan. What does he say? Bhaktivedanta Thakur describes all these kirtans. They're all very beautiful, these verses in Bengali language. When this good fortune will arise for me, that Lalita Devi will accept me. Then, by the order of Lalita Devi, will be able to serve. And this is all like how to serve. Siksha means you learn. It will be a training. Before serving, you have to be trained how to do it. First, you have to be trained in everything. Even how to sweep. Also, there's a training for that. How to make a garland. There's also a training. Everything there, first you begin with the training for everything. When you pass the training, then you'll be able to serve. Just like in this world. Also for like 6 months you also have some training to learn, and then in the army, what? In the army also your training is 6 months or some time, and then you can go to fight in the battlefield. First you're trained. So everybody's trained. So from the conditioned stage to be liberated, how you can get the service, but this after you realized your own form. Dasa means servant. We are saying we are Krishna Das, servants of Krishna. Means we have to serve Krishna. Or we are the servants of Srimati Radhika. Krishna Das, like Sevika, Radha Sevika, servant, like a feminine gender of Srimati Radhika. There always absorbed in service in the spiritual world.
यहाँ तो भी भक्तिमान ठाकुर वर्णन करते हैं
Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains that the jivas in transcendental world, they are so absorbed in the service that they don't even know what is the material world and how the jivas are in the samsara suffering. They don't even know. They don't even know. We are in this world and we are seeing how much people are suffering. I am suffering and enjoying, and also others are also in the same condition. But in that world, transcendental world, everyone is just absorbed in service to Krishna. From morning to evening, from evening to morning, 24 hours, they are only serving Radha Govinda, completely absorbed. In the book Shri Krishna Bhavana, Vishwanath Chakravartipada explains very clearly in the book Shri Krishna Bhavana. So through studying the books of the Goswamis and listening Harikatha, you'll feel so much bliss. You will not have any time to think about material things. Who is doing what? Who is doing what is going on? You have no time to think about these things. You're just completely absorbed in your own bhajan. So two things in bhajan. One thing is utkanta, eagerness, and avesh, absorption. If you're so much eager to attain that, also you have to be absorbed also. So in this way, in the transcendental world, Goloka Vrindavana, all these parikaras, associates, all of them are serving, absorbed in service, from early in the morning until night time, the night until morning, serving. How many kinds of service? What can I describe? For example, the Shanta Lila. Then there is the Pratakaliya Lila. Everyone is serving. That's why Bhaktivinoda Thakur, in this book Bhajana Rahasya, in the first chapter, he is describing. This book is so beautiful, Bhajana Rahasya. This book, Gurudeva used to speak this book again and again about this book, Bhajana Rahasya. If someone wants to have this tasting bhajan, ruchi, must study again and again Bhajana Rahasya. 2 books. One is Bhajana Rahasya and another Madhurya Kadambini. The Madhurya Kadambini book is a book full of Siddhanta. From Vishwanath Chakravartipada. And the Bhajana Rahasya book is also full of Siddhanta, Tata Siddhanta, Rasa Madhurya also. So the essence of the Madhurya Kadambini, Bhaktivinoda Thakur took this essence and showed in the Bhajana Rahasya. Just like the first jam, Sadha Nishanta Bhajan. So he gave the name Shraddha. Because there are 2 kinds of Shraddha. 2 kinds of Sadhaka. One is Jata Roti Sadhaka and another Ajata Roti Sadhaka. Ajata Roti Sadhaka is a sadhaka who has not Roti yet, doesn't have Roti yet. But Jata Roti Sadhaka is that sadhaka which already has Roti in his heart. But these two kinds of sadhak, they can read this book and also benefit themselves. That's why again and again you have to read, study and listen the book Bhajana Rahasya. Speak about it. That book which you have always to read again and again. Which one? Madhurya Rasa and Madhurya Kandamini and Bhajana Rahasya. Very beautiful books. If you read Bhajana Rahasya, automatically Madhurya Kandamini will come. Because Bhaktivinoda Thakur, what did he do? This Bhajana Rahasya has Rasa Madhurya, but also to nourish the Tattva Siddhanta. To nourish the book with Tattva Siddhanta, he also took some quotes from Madhurya Kadamini. Like for example, Shraddha, Sadhusanga, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivriti, Nishta, Ruchi, Shakti, Bhava and Prem. There are many stages of Prem. In the Madhurya Kandamini book, even this, everything is described even more. So this book, Madhurya Kandamini, and this Bhajana Rahasya. Also, if you read Bhajana Rahasya, also many things from Madhurya Kandamini are there. So if you read Bhajana Rahasya, also you are reading same time Madhurya Kadamini, because like many things from Madhurya Kadamini are inside Bhajana Rahasya. Very beautiful. Too much to the right. So I was saying that the jiva from conditioned stage, how after realizing his swarup goes to Goloka Vrindavana, the eternal world, and gets the service of Radha Govinda. So Bhajana Rahasya first describes how can I be free from anarthas. Because if in the heart of the sadhaka you still have anarthas, lust, anger, illusion, attachment, envy, even the desire for honor, reputation, fame, lava, puja, pratishtha, then you cannot realize your own transcendental spiritual form. The lava, puja, pratishtha are like sub-branches that come without your desire, so that's why the sadhaka must cut that. São ervas daninhas que vêm, que você tem que cortar. Just like when you plant something, like some agriculture person plants some seed in the fields, plants many seeds. Together with this plant that you planted, some grass, very similar to the plant which you planted, also come. Ervas daninhas. Have you seen this? Normal people cannot even recognize which one is your actual plant which you planted and which one is this grass that comes in. It looks like so much the original. But those who are very expert agriculture, they know which one is the another herbs. So he just take these other herbs and take them away, uproot them. So in the same way, the sadhaka doing the bhajana. So also sadhaka has to clean his heart from these anarthas, which are just like sub branches, like these herbs. But if you don't know what is anartha and what is artha, if you don't know what is necessary and what is not, you cannot have discrimination to remove the other things, bad things. That's why you should know all of that. So like this Bhaktivinoda Thakur in this Bhajana Rahasya book, he describes one by one all the anarthas. How many anarthas are in our hearts? 4 kinds of anarthas we're listening about. So first we are talking about So first is Swarup Brahm. We forgot about our Swarupa, own Swarup, and we are wandering this material world. The Swarupa Brahm or Tattva Brahm, there are 4 kinds. The Bada Jiva has 4 kinds of illusion, Brahm. Swarupa Brahm, Paratattva Brahm, Sadha Brahm, Rupa Bhajana Virodhi Brahm. The 4 subdivisions. Illusion. Brahm means illusion. That thing which is not true. We are thinking it's true. Just like if you're in the darkness, walking in the darkness, if you see something very big, like some very big rope or something, when you see, you feel fear, like at first, because looks like a snake. But when you lit your torch, then you see it was not a snake, it was a rope. So this is the illusion: rope, snake, rope. So this light is like when your heart is illuminated by knowledge. Knowledge is like a light, like a gil lamp, like a candle, and then this will be light, and then the darkness will be removed, and you'll be able to realize. So some shlokas of Bhagavata say, Jnana Dipena means knowledge is like the light, like a deepak, like a givik. Vasata means to manifest. So the truth manifests with knowledge. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying the Swarupa Brahm is called Tattva Brahm. Because you don't know about your Chit Swarup, your transcendental form, you cannot realize it.
भूल जाता है कि वह कृष्ण नाथ है और वही उसके वास्तविक।
So we forget that we are actually servants of Krishna. This original form is being a servant of Krishna. When you have the Bhukta Bhiman, identity of being enjoyer, I am the enjoyer. When you have this identity or concept, this is actually our first anartha, to think you're the enjoyer, because actually we're not the enjoyer. You have to know about two words: enjoyer and enjoyee. Desfrutador e desfrutado. Only Bhagavan is the enjoyer, desfrutador. But we left God. Sorry. Except God. All the other persons, everything which exists, rest is to be enjoyed by Lord. Krishna is called the supreme enjoyer. There's only one Purush, one enjoyer, one Bhukta. Bhukta means enjoyer. Who is that? Only one Bhukta, one enjoyer, Param Purush Krishna. He's Swayam Bhagavan Krishna. All the rest are servants. Brita means servant. Even Srimati Radhika, she is servant also of Shri Krishna. Srimati Radhika is always serving Krishna. She gives bliss to Krishna in all kinds of ways with her service, Srimati Radhika. Because Srimati Radhika's name is Ladini. Ladini Shakti also called, because she gives pleasure to Krishna. Her name is Radha because she gives pleasure to Krishna. She's always giving pleasure to Krishna. But also another Madhura Ras meaning is that actually Srimati Radhika is Ladini Shakti. Ladini means Ananda, bliss. She is the pleasure potency of Lord. She gives all bliss to Lord. So Srimati Radhika knows mostly, she's the person who most knows the heart of Krishna. Who will be able to serve the best way? If we know the heart of who we are serving, then we'll be able to really serve completely. Isn't it? Just like the Guru tells disciple, bring water. But which water do we will drink? If you don't know, even if you bring water, it's not actually a service. The Guru wants to drink cold water, but the servant brings hot water or warm water. The Guru wants to drink warm water, the Sevak brings cold water. So this is not, how can he serve? Not service. So you have to know the heart of the object of our service. Then you can really serve completely. So you have to know the heart. How? Serving again and again. By the mercy of whom you're serving to. By His mercy. You'll be able to realize His heart, isn't it? That's why the other day our Narsi Maharaj said, how should be the service? Should be old servants. Purana, do you understand? Purana means that person who is already serving for many days because he knows. He's saying, but they are... Okay. So you have to again to train. If it's a new servant, have all the time to train again. Have to train. But when the training finish, then this person runs away. Then another new one comes and then again to train back. So our Gurudev used to say one katha. Look. You have to learn, so you have to go to 3 mothers. That person has 3 mothers. 3 heads, sorry. Mata also means head, sorry. So that person has 3 heads. You have to go to the person who has 3 heads. If you want to learn, you have to go to the person who has 3 heads. Then, who has three heads? Everyone has only 1 head. Understand? So if you go to this person has 3 heads, you'll be able to have to learn from this person. Who has 3 heads? Old person. The old person says they have 3 heads. The old people, because they did sadhana much for many days. They are like maybe 80 or 90 years old. They have 3 heads. Which 3 heads? The 2 knees. The 2 knees and also the head. Porque eles são tão corcundos assim que os 2 joelhos e a cabeça como se fosse 3 cabeças. The person is so like a hunchback that his head is like almost near his knees. So he has like 3 heads. 2 knees and 1 head. So if you go to a doctor, also you have to go to an old doctor. Old doctor. Because he saw many diseases, so he is able to explain. He knows many things. The new doctor doesn't have so much experience. Okay, he read and studied a lot, but which disease and what to do exactly, this takes time to learn and like an experience. So you need to go also to an old doctor, an experienced doctor, very old. I remember that near my village there was a doctor. He only by seeing you, he will tell your disease. He used to tell everything in front of you. Some people, like if a person has no like cure, he's like, no, there's no way, go, like no safe salvation for you. Like he'd say in front of you already your situation, like like this, the truth. The doctor, he had so much experience. Ele já falava na cara se a pessoa se salvar ou não, se ela conseguisse curar ou não. So I remember his fee was only 2 rupees. How many years ago? Huh? Maybe 40 years ago. I'm telling something about 40 years ago. He was very old. He was 80 or 90 years old. He was very tall also, big boy. And you say, okay, take the doctor. Take this medicine, sorry. Prescription. He didn't even see the pulse. Just by seeing the person, he knew already which medicine the person had to take and give the medicine. Not even the pulse he used to take. because he had so much experience. Very experienced, this doctor. Also, maybe you also heard about this another doctor. Gurudev said the name. Sorry, I couldn't get this one time. One person brought a patient to this doctor, another doctor, very famous. And कौन सा नाम? Vedant Chandra Gai in Bengal. Very famous doctor in Bengal. So one person brought a patient to this doctor from this famous from Bengal, and he has, and then the doctor said, he has no disease, you are sick actually, not him. You have a disease, not him. You take this medicine. Your friend has no any disease actually. It's only a mental problem. Some people, they think, oh, I'm sick. Some people think. Just like with this coronavirus going on, everybody's afraid. Maybe I got this. Maybe I have this. Everybody's afraid or not? If someone from your family, sometimes the climate change and the person gets a little bit maybe fever or some cough, because of the climate change, not actually the virus, just some small cold. Now everybody has so much fear, isn't it? Tell me if you have or not. So it's like an epidemic, this epidemic, like an epidemic everywhere, this virus. But you still don't have, but still afraid. You are afraid. If someone from your family becomes like with fever or some cough and you're so worried. The person was coughing for so many days already. Maybe they had fever before, but now everything, like if some cough, anything, you're like afraid. Suspecting, and afraid that someone is infected by the virus. Even the doctor are afraid of the patient. If you go to the doctor doesn't want to see you. In Siliguri, there was one brahmachari. He was 3 days with fever. He went to the doctor. The doctor said, I don't want to see him. No, doctor didn't want to go to the brahmachari. Not even the private doctor. They don't want to touch these patients. Everyone's afraid, even the doctor. Isso, o médico achou que o devoto podia estar infectado e não quis nem chegar perto. Huh? Okay, you have to be careful. Durvyatana Ghat. You have to be careful to avoid any accident. You have to be careful, of course. Like, have to wash your feet, your hands, clean everything. Like, be in a clean environment. Stay a little bit far from each other. Some distance. Sit distant from each other. This is good. Because so if everybody's saying so much about this, so okay, at least follow this. Don't sit so close. Follow the rules. Okay. The government's spending so much money for. Not only the Indian government spending so much money for this disease, but all the world. Great, even government from rich countries are also doing so much because of this virus. So we have also to give attention. So I was telling about what I was telling about. So there's close service and the Durgata service. Close service and far service. And I was studying actually. Yeah. If you want to take knowledge, Gurudev said you have to go to a person with 3 heads. I was saying. Shila Vamana Goswami Maharaj, Shila Gurudev used to speak this. If you want to learn knowledge, acquire knowledge, you have to go to a person with 3 heads. What is the meaning? Some person with realization, with experience. The old persons, like they have experience and more realization. A new person doesn't have this generally, no? Understand? That person that for so many days, so many times did already Bhajana and sadhana, he has anubhav, realization. So I was saying that only one enjoys Krishna, all others are servants, and everybody dance according to how Krishna wants them to dance. Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. So except for Krishna, everybody is called enjoyee. Even Shrimati Radhika. She also is not enjoyer, she's enjoyee also, and she has the mood of servant of Krishna. Shrimati Radhika knows the heart of Krishna. Krishna can do anything. Shrimati Radhika knows that Krishna is completely controlled by her prema. Where can he go? Where will he go? That's why I was explaining the word Radha. So Shrimati Radhika shows the topmost service to Krishna. So service Krishna under the guidance of Shrimati Radhika. Nobody can serve directly to Krishna. The jiva cannot directly serve to Krishna. Under the guidance of Shrimati Radhika, then you can serve to Krishna. That's why Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada he wrote. Vishaya Vigraha Krishna and Ashraya Vigraha Shrimati Radhika. Under the guidance of Shrimati Radhika, to serve Krishna is our topmost goal. Some persons say, no, I want to serve directly Shrimati Radhika. Cannot get this service actually. That's why Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada said, so Mirabai did not accept the guidance of Shrimati Radhika. Mirabai, Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada said. If you want to serve Krishna in Madhurya Rasa, you have to do under the guidance of Shrimati Radhika. You have to accept the guidance of Shrimati Radhika. And Srimad Bhagavata also explains the Mahishis, the queens of Dwarka, Mahishis. The Mahishis also, after seeing the moods of Shrimati Radhika, they were also wanted this good fortune in their lives. they're hankering. As saem de Dwarka viram um monte de Shmaterada que estavam ansiando para desse mundo. In the 89 or 90 chapter of Bhagavatam, this is described how even the Mahishis, the queens of Dwarka, like Urukmini, Satyabhama, all these Mahishis, queens of Dwarka, when they saw the moods of Shmateradka and also heard about her moods, they are hankering to have this mood in their hearts. Who is the Atma of Krishna? Shmateradka. Krishna himself, he told to the queens of Dwarka, Krishna told, sometimes in a rude way, sometimes in a polite way, but Krishna said to them, to the queens of Dwarka. In the 10th canto, I think the 90th chapter, all this is described. Krishna says to them that Shmateradka is his soul. So only one way to attain to Krishna under the guidance of Shmateradka. If you want to serve Krishna in Madhurya Bhava, you have to be under the guidance of Shmateradka. You have to accept her guidance. So if the person has realization how to serve, you have to do everything under the guidance of this person. For example, if you want to be a good doctor, even if you have all the master's degree, everything, still for some time you have to also get training under the guidance of other doctors. So you have to serve under the guidance of a doctor who already has very much experience. Then you can later do alone. So in transcendental world is also like that. If you want to serve Krishna, must be under the guidance of Shmateradka. So our topmost duty is to serve the Vishaya Vigraha Krishna under the guidance of Ashraya Vigraha Shmateradka. Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada said. What Meera? You said Meera Shuddha Bhakta what? In the beginning? Meerabai? You said that Meerabai didn't accept the Anagata of Shmateradka and then what? Meerabai. But Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada, Meerabai, she did not do Bhajan sadhana under guidance of Srimati Radha. So what this regard Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada wants is coming to his faith. Meerabai is not pure devotee. Meera is not pure devotee. Meerabai, Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada explained in his commentary, because she did not accept the guidance of Srimati Radha. Generally, people glorify so much Meerabai, but she is not a pure devotee. Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada said, because she didn't accept the guidance of Srimati Radha, so she couldn't get this service to Krishna from Vrindavan. So doing the bhajan, you get the realization of your Swarup. Sadhana Siddhi, Swarup, Bhava Siddhi, Swarup Siddhi, Vastu. So 5 stages I told. First Swarup Siddhi, then Bhava Siddhi, then Swarup Siddhi, then Vastu Siddhi, and then you attain the Parikar stage. You'll become like an associate. Not so easy to get this service in transcendental world. There are many stages, you have to cross all these stages. First, actually, you have to take all these anattas out from your heart. Lust, anger, even desire for name, fame, reputation, honor. You have to take this out from your heart. It's like taking a broom and cleaning up. That's why I have to study Vana Shiksha Upadeshamrita. If you haven't studied these books, Vana Shiksha Upadeshamrita, how can you develop? That's why you have to absolutely read 3 books. Surely you have to read Vana Shiksha Upadeshamrita and Shikshastra. Padeshamrita, Vana Shiksha, Shikshastra. These 3 books you surely have to read. But you didn't even read these 3 books. What can I tell you? That's why you have to certainly memorize all the shlokas from these 3 books. Are you doing that or not? And then the Gita also. Huh? I think Gurudev has his Bhagavad Gita or something. Then which tick? What do you mean tick? Tick? For what?
For the sloka learning.
So what? Can बताए Gurudev? First what? But what he said? Sorry, I couldn't get because I didn't teach you. So chant less Harinam, no problem. Gurudev said, look, you're young. When you're young, it's very easy for you to learn shlokas. But the more you become old, even you can read 10 times the shloka, you cannot remember it. How old are you? 15? 20? 20? 12? I don't think that. So you have to, when you're young. Okay, so when you're really young, you can memorize many shlokas, and then later you remember. When you become old, they will manifest in your heart. Now you're remembering the shlokas with so much difficulty, trying to memorize. But when you become like older and older, chanting holy names, all these shlokas will automatically manifest in your heart. So now remember some shlokas. Memorize shlokas now, memorize. Don't waste your time. Sit alone, chant holy name, raise early in the morning, chant Harinam. And memorize 2, 1, 3 slokas. But everybody is in Corona. Like speaking about coronavirus, everyone. 2 persons are sitting and they discuss about this only. So our original Swarup form is being servant of Krishna. Krishna Das means being a servant of Krishna. Even Srimati Radhika thinks she's servant also of Krishna. So today and yesterday also explained how to attain even the Manjari Bhav. There's the close service and far service. Nikhart Gata Seva and Durgat Seva. So second illusion of Swarupa Brahma is called Paratattva Brahma. You don't know what is the supreme truth. Because you don't know that Jiva is under illusion. Like sometimes you think some demigod is topmost god, so you worship them, like Shivji and other demigods. Then you cannot actually and know what is the supreme truth. Three devatas are not famous, not Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. But which one is topmost god? One time, the rishis, they were all like confused, thinking from the Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, which one is the highest? All demigods, sorry, not demigods, the rishis, the munis, they were thinking about this. And each one of them, they were presenting the shlokas of Shastra and telling their opinion. For example, those who worship Brahma were saying, no, Brahma is the topmost. Those who worship Shiva were saying, no, Shiva is topmost. Those who worship Vishnu were saying, no, Vishnu is the topmost. So this the demigods of creation, Srishti, Palana, maintenance, and Dhamsa, destruction. Brahmaji is the Devata, the god of the creation. Shivji is the like god of destruction. And Vishnu is called the god of the maintenance. So these three devatas, three gods. So who was the topmost? And then in this moment Bhrigu Rishi appeared. So all the rishis told to Bhrigu to tell the answer. Bhrigu said, okay, I'll come back and I'll tell the answer. So Bhrigu Rishi, what did he do? He went to Brahma Loka, to Sat Loka. He didn't even do pranam to Brahmaji. Was just standing. Brahmaji saw and became angry, foolish. Bhrigu didn't pay obeisances, and then Brahma told him, you don't know how to behave with your father, you don't know the etiquette, you should at least do pranam to your father, fold your hands, because Bhrigu is son of Brahma, okay? You're just standing like that, came to me and just keep standing? So Brahma became angry. So Bhrigu gave the decision, Brahmaji is not Bhagavan. Why? Because he's thinking, he has this abhiman, this ego of being the creator. He is under this Rajaguna of Maya, mode of passion. So he went out, he left that place, and Bhrigu went to Shiva. He also was only standing near Shiva. Shiva falou, hey Bhrigu, you're my brother. I'm your older brother. The older brother is just like father, and you're not giving me honor. Didn't give pranam, didn't give any prayer, just coming and standing. Bhrigu Rishi also started insulting him. Then Shiva became angry. Took his trident and wanted to kill Bhrigu. Bhrigu also left that place. Bhrigu Rishi also announced, Shivji is not Bhagavan, because he has Tamoguna, mode of ignorance. Brahmaji has Rajagun and Shivji Tamogun. So he left that place and went to Vaikuntha, and the door of Vaikuntha was a little bit open, and inside Vishnu was speaking with Lakshmi Devi. Bhrigu Rishi, what did he do? He just like opened the door like opened very roughly, and went inside. And then Swayam Bhagavan, he was like in Yoga Nidra, like sleeping. Lakshmi Devi was massaging his lotus feet. He didn't say anything. He just went inside and he kicked the chest of Vishnu. Bhagavan Vishnu like woke up suddenly. If somebody comes suddenly and like you wake up like assustado, like shocked. What happened? Then Bhagavan Vishnu said, what happened? And then Vishnu told Brigu, oh Brigu, have you hurt your feet? Have you hurt your feet? Because my chest is just like a stone, very hard. If you kick a stone, your feet will be hurt. My chest is also very stone, like a stone, very hard, like thunderbolt. So I think your feet must be hurt. Let me massage your feet. Let me massage your feet. Then Brigu, he announced, Hari Nirguna Sakshat. Only Vishnu, Hari is beyond the modes of nature and is really Bhagavan. He's beyond all the gunas. He's beyond the gunas. Swayam Bhagavan Sri Hari. He's not controlled by Maya. So Brigu announced that Vishnu is the Paratattva. Brahma and Shiva are not the highest. Like the topmost God, original, is Vishnu. So Vishnu Bhagavan has two symptoms. Some people say I'm Bhagavan. Each person, everyone who is Bhagavan, like all Bhagavan, always they have on the chest one mark. Brigu Padachina, like the footprint mark of the Brigu Rishi, this mark of his kick. Another one, the Srivatsa China. It's like a golden line on the chest. It's Lakshmi Devi is like a golden line in the heart of Lord. So with these two symbols, you can recognize Bhagavan. Some people say, I'm Bhagavan. So you can say, let me see your chest. So let's see, take out your t-shirt. Let me see your chest if you have these marks. Take out your kurta and t-shirt. I want to see what is under. I want to see your chest to see if you have the mark of the kick of Brigu and also the Srivatsarika, this line, golden line of Lakshmi. All Vishnu Tattas, Bhagavad Tata, they have these marks. They always have the mark on the chest. So if you don't have the thought again, you go like to demigods and worship them. And what is this sloka? That if you worship demigods, you go to the planet of demigods. If you worship ghosts, sloka of Bhagavad Gita, you go to their planet. Those who worship demigods go to demigods planet. Those who worship ghosts, they go to the planet of the ghost. And those who worship God, Krishna, will go to his abode and they'll never come back to this material world. But after going to other different planets, you have to come back to this material world. But if you go to abode of Vishnu, you never have to come back. So because the person, they don't have so much knowledge, they worship many demigods. Also another sloka of Bhagavad Gita saying, why people worship demigods? Because people have so many kinds of material desires, and also they don't know what is auspicious and inauspicious. So that's why they worship many demigods and demigoddesses. So the knowledge is covered and they don't know. And they have so many material desires. So they worship many demigods and demigoddesses. But these demigods cannot actually give you the result which you want. The demigods, they take these results to give to you. They take from Vishnu actually, and then they give to you. And maybe this fruit will give you too much suffering later. For example, some person needs a son, wants a son, worship demigods and get a son. But then if your son dies, you'll be sad. But if you worship, pray to Lord, if you worship Vishnu, you can ask for Vishnu to give a son to you, and this son will give you good things. Like it will be a good son. It will be a son which will benefit you. But the demigods maybe give you a son, but maybe this son will be like a thief, will be like will be blind, will be like a drunkard. They will give anything to you, but if you ask to Vishnu, he will give you the best thing. That's why Bhagavan says, worship me, I give everything, I'm the giver of everything. Bhagavan will give. If you want a son or daughter, Bhagavan Vishnu, you can worship him. People say, Vishnu will not give. No. He gave to Dhruva or not? He gave to Prahlad or not? People have some blind faiths, you know. No. Bhagavan Vishnu will give to everyone. At the same time, he will give Bhagavad Bhakti. That's why everybody should worship Bhagavan Vishnu. In the story of Kardama Rishi of Bhagavatam, he was worshipping Bhagavan Vishnu. Vishnu appeared and Vishnu told, ask a blessing. Kardama Rishi said, I want a beautiful wife. Listening to this, the heart of Vishnu melted. Bhagavan Vishnu thought, oh, he's doing my bhajana and he's asking material things. That's why some tears came from Lord Vishnu's eyes because his heart melted. From this came the Bindu Sarovara. Kahan? Near Prayag. Bindu Sarovar. Also the Thakurji is Bindu Madhav because of this lila. Then Bhagavan said, okay, I give. You're asking for a wife, okay. But which wife did God give to Kardam? Devhuti. So the name of the wife was Devhuti. And from her womb directly, Kapil Dev Bhagavan appeared. So you have to ask for a blessing. Do ventre de Devhuti apareceu Bhagavan Kapila Deva. Então que esposa que ele deu, né? So you have to ask a wife and you want to ask a son, ask from Vishnu. Ask to Vishnu. So in the story of Kardam Rishi, in Srimad Bhagavatam 3rd canto, then also the conversation between Devahuti and Kapil Dev, so beautiful. Huh? Devahuti, who is also the mother of Kapila Dev. So if you ask to ask a blessing, ask from Vishnu. Then also Krishna told, Krishna said, those who do my bhajan and ask for material things, these suffering material things that they only suffer, everything, these material things are poison. Somebody will go to his mother and say, "Mother, give me poison to drink." You think the mother will give the poison to the son? Never. So Krishna is also saying this sloka. Krishna said, I am intelligent, I know that this person is foolish who is asking for material things. How can I give this to him? I'll give you my Charanamrita. Krishna said, I'll give the nectar from my feet and I'll make this person forget the material things. So beautiful. Some people say, I don't need this poison, I'll just take the nectar. Just drink the nectar. Chant holy names, do bhajan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So who is Paratattva? Supreme Truth. Krishna is to Bhagavan Swayam. And according to Rahasya Vichara, who is Paratattva? Supreme Truth, Srimati Radhika. Because she even makes Krishna becomes like dizzy. Who's the ruler of this world? Krishna. And who's the ruler of Krishna? Srimati Radhika. According to Tattva Vichara, Krishna is highest. According to Rasa Vichara, Srimati Radhika is highest. Then another illusion. You don't know what is sadha and sadhana. Bhakti is the only sadhana and Prem is the only sadhana. But the Bhadajiva sometimes thinks the goal is like mukti and other things. Sometimes the Bhadajiva doesn't know exactly what is the sadhana and what is the sadhya. The jiva is wandering in this world and he doesn't have satsanga, association of sadhus. He doesn't follow the instruction of bona fide guru, so the jiva doesn't know what is sadhya and sadhana. Sadhya means our ultimate goal. And sadhana also he doesn't know. If you don't follow sadhana, you'll never be able to attain sadhya. That's why Bhaktivinoda Thakur, in the Dashamal Tata, he wrote, you have to memorize this sloka also. How many things I have to memorize? Huh? How much I have to memorize all these shlokas? But this is bhajana sadhana for you. Now I have to to memorize these shlokas. So Gurudev told you have to memorize these shlokas. So this shloka of Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Vishwanath Chakravarti, also this shloka of Vishwanath Chakravarti, if you memorize these two shlokas, Dashamola and Radio Bhagavan, then you got everything. Radio Bhagavan. Early in the morning, remember the shlokas, like memorize shlokas early in the morning. Then you very quickly learn them if you study them in the morning, very early. So two shlokas I told, Amnaya Praha, Dashamola, from Javadharma. Actually, all the Javadharma Granth is in this shloka of the Dashamana Tattva. Remember it, like we memorize this. It's very important. Sanatana Prabhu himself, what did he give instruction to the jivas? Which instructions he gave to the jivas? About the Guru Parampara. Amnaya means the evidences, is what the Guru Parampara, Prapta Veda Vani, instructions of the Vedas presented by the Guru Parampara. This is the Amnaya, our evidence. Hari is the Paratattva, topmost absolute truth. Hari means Krishna. Hari means that he stills the mind of all the jivas, even the mind of Srimati Radhika. That's why his name is Hari. So Hari is the Param Tattva, supreme truth. And Hari, so when you speak Hari, you're referring to Krishna. So Swayam Bhagavan Shri Krishna, he is the supreme absolute truth.
विषय का ज्ञान न होने से जीव भ्रमित हो जाता है। साध्य साधन भ्रम, शास्त्रों के अनुसार कृष्ण प्रेम ही हमारे साध्य है।
According to the Shastra, Krishna Prem is our sadhya and bhakti is our only sadhana. This you have to remember. What is our sadhya, goal? Krishna Prem. And the sadhana is bhakti. But the Bhadajiva doesn't know what is the sadhana, what is the sadhana, because he cannot decide. The jiva doesn't know. So this is the sadhya, sadhana, brahm, this illusion. But without the sadhana, you'll never achieve the goal. So if you don't know what is the sadhana, don't know what is the goal, so by the mercy of Vaishnavas, the jiva will get the good fortune to understand that bhakti is the topmost goal. Through sadhu sangha, with the association of sadhu, the jiva will learn, will understand, will have this knowledge about what is the topmost sadhya and sadhana. What is sadhana? Actually, sadhana is bhakti, and sadhya is Krishna Prem. Goal is Krishna Prem, and the practice, the sadhana is bhakti. So, Ashwarja Prem and Madhurya Prem, two kinds of love. So, the love of the gopi is the topmost goal. Acharya explained. The sweet mood of the gopis. So, topmost goal is this prema of Srimati Radhika. So you have to know all this. Sorry. So if I tell now about Ramananda Samvad, you'll not understand what he spoke about the moods of Srimati Radhika.
कृष्ण भजन के अतिरिक्त अन्य मतवाद विरोधी भ्रम है जिनका मायावाद के द्वारा चित्त,
especially when your heart is like contaminated by Mayavada, then Mayavada philosophy, then the heart of the jiva becomes like contaminated. So you have to be really far from the Mayavada philosophy. If your heart is contaminated by Mayavada philosophy, your heart becomes hard like a thunderbolt. If you think I am Brahma, if you have this mood in your heart, never bhakti will come for you. That's why I have to be far from the Mayavad, from the impersonalist and the impersonalist philosophy. So the Mayavadis, their heart become like burned. The Mayavadis, their heart become like burned. Queimado. No, sorry. So Javadharma explains Sannyas Thakur. Javadharma explains the story of Sannyas Thakur. First, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is explaining about his life. The life of Sannyas Thakur is written in Javadharma. He had already studied all the Shastras. And also he had all the titles. He was sitting and singing Aham Brahmasmi. And by the mercy of Bhagavan, one day some saint was raising his arms and doing kirtan. Ele viu esse devoto, he saw this devotee doing kirtan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So by seeing this saint, this Sannyas Thakur became attracted because he had so much proud of his knowledge. He did not give respect to the saint, nor did anything also. But the saint passed through him. He was a very high class saint. When he disappeared from his eyes, his vision, so he felt repentation in his heart. Sannyas Thakur felt repentation, like why I didn't speak to him. And this beautiful form of that saint and that kirtan was always like echoing in his mind and ears, like he was thinking again and again about it. Then he left that place. He was running everywhere searching for that saint, and he came to Navadipadam. Navadip, and then he came to, what is his name? What is the name of Guru Sannyas Thakur? Prabdyumna Brahmachari. He met him, and then he took Diksha mantra, Vaishnava. Then his name became Vaishnava Das. And then he became Uttam Bhakta, the Sannyas Thakur. So even these Advaitavadis, if you get association of the Shuddha Bhaktas, they can also get high position. This is the glory of Sadhu Sangha. You see, this Lava Matra really, no? Just for one moment, the saint gave darshan to him, and how the heart of Sannyas Thakur changed, and he gave up chanting Aham Brahmasmi, and became Vaishnava. The Jaiva Dharma shows this. The more dangerous thing for us is the offense to Vaishnavas. If you have Vaishnava Parad, then it's very difficult to be saved. Very dangerous. The difference between Brahmavadi and Mayavadi, he says. He wants to listen to the story of Samudragar. Tomorrow I tell, okay? Ramnavami is 2nd of April. Ramnavami is 2nd of April. So tomorrow or evening I tell the story you want. The Samudragar. And also the difference between Brahmavadi and Mayavadi I'll tell you tomorrow. Already 2 hours Harikatha almost, no? Not 2 hours, 1.5 hours.